And hello everybody. Welcome back to the channel. In the chaotic world of reality television, few families have managed to stay in the headlines, quite like the Shannon Strad clan. However, Season 8, Episode 5 of Mama June, Family Crisis, formerly from Not to Hot, has elevated the drama from mere supermarket tabloid fodder to a full-blown national security-level PR disaster. The episode, titled with the usual flair for the dramatic, has centered on a sex secret involving June's husband, Justin Strad, a secret so volatile that it reportedly caused a panic in the White House. While the connection between a reality star from rural Georgia and the highest office in the land might seem like a fever dream, the episode explores a bizarre intersection of social media virality, political optics, and the inescapable past of Justin Strad, a family on the brink. Before we dive into the White House panic, we must look at the state of the Shannon family at the start of Episode 5. Mama June is still reeling from the devastating loss of her daughter, Anna Chickadee Cardwell, to cancer. The family is fractured, with Lauren, Pumpkin, Efird, and Alana, Honey Boo Boo, Thompson still struggling to trust June after years of financial betrayal and substance abuse issues. Into this powder keg steps Justin Strad. Justin, who married June in a courthouse ceremony followed by a televised beach wedding, has always been a polarizing figure. Critics have labeled him an opportunist, while June insists he is the soulmate who helped her stay sober. But in Episode 5, the good guy image Justin has tried to cultivate is shattered by a leak that no one saw coming. What was in the sex secret? The episode begins with an eerie silence, followed by a flurry of frantic phone calls. Justin's phone is blowing up, and for once, it's not June calling to ask for a favor. A video, or more specifically, a series of intimate recordings and messages from Justin's past, has hit the darker corners of the internet. According to the episode's narrative, these weren't just standard leaked photos. The secret involved a series of encounters Justin had during a wild period before he met June, involving high-profile individuals and, allegedly, conversations that touched on sensitive topics. The show frames the leak as a targeted attack by an ex-girlfriend looking for a payday, but the collateral damage spreads much further than a typical celebrity scandal, fact or hyperbole. The most shocking claim of the episode is the White House panic. Viewers were left scratching their heads. How does Justin Strad's personal life affect the President of the United States? As revealed in the episode, the connection is one of 6 degrees of separation. One of the individuals allegedly involved in the leaked materials has ties to a mid-level staffer within the current administration's social outreach wing. During a period when the Shannon family was being vetted for a potential human interest piece or an advocacy campaign regarding cancer awareness in honor of Anna, the leak hit the servers. The panic described in the episode refers to the frantic scrubbing of any association between the administration's public-facing projects and the Shannon Strad family. In the episode, we see June receiving a formal notification, which Pumpkin cynically calls a cease and desist from the government, telling them that any scheduled DC appearances or advocacy collaborations are indefinitely postponed. The drama unfolds in the war room, which is actually just Pumpkin's kitchen, as the family realizes that Justin's past hasn't just ruined his reputation. It has cost the family a shot at legitimacy and a platform they desperately wanted to use to honor Anna's memory. Scene-by-scene breakdown. 1. The discovery. The episode opens with Justin sitting on the porch, staring at his phone. He looks physically ill. June walks out, sensing the tension. "Justin, what did you do?" she asks. Justin's confession is mumbled, but the gravity is clear. Something from back in the day is out there, June. And it's bad. 2. Pumpkin's intervention. Lauren Pumpkin, Efird has become the de facto matriarch of the family. When she finds out about the leak, her reaction isn't one of sadness, but of cold, hard pragmatism. "We are finally trying to get our lives together," Pumpkin screams in a confessional. Alana is in college. "We're trying to do right by Anna's kids, and now Justin's secret life is going to get us canceled by the literal government." 3. The White House phone call. In a highly stylized sequence, we see June's manager, Chris Catron, explaining the fallout. He mentions that the optics are so bad that offices in DC are distancing themselves. While the show never names a specific politician, the implication of White House panic is used to drive home the scale of the embarrassment. For Justin's defense, Justin spends a significant portion of the episode defending his past. He claims he was a different person during his days of struggle and that the leak is a violation of his privacy. However, the family is less concerned with his privacy and more concerned with the Shannon curse, the idea that every time they get close to success, someone ruins it. The impact on Alana, Honey Boo Boo. Perhaps the most heartbreaking part of episode 5 is Alana's reaction. Now a young woman trying to navigate nursing school and a very public relationship with Drawlin Carswell, Alana is exhausted. I just want to be Alana, she says through tears. I don't want to be the girl whose stepdad has a sex scandal involving the White House. I just want a normal life. The episode highlights the generational trauma of the Shannon family. Alana has grown up in front of cameras, and the Justin leak is just another chapter in a book she never asked to write. Her fear of being kicked out of school or shunned by her peers because of her family's notoriety is a central theme of the season. Public and social media reaction. As the episode aired, social media went into a frenzy. The hashtag Mama June was trending on X, formerly Twitter, with fans divided. The skeptics. Many viewers pointed out that the White House connection seemed like a massive reach by the producers to add stakes to the season. The White House does not care about Justin Strad, one viral tweet read. This is peak reality TV editing. The supporters, some fans felt for Justin, arguing that revenge porn or leaked secrets from a person's past shouldn't be used to crucify them in the present. The critics, a large portion of the audience, expressed fatigue. After years of June's legal troubles and drug use, many felt that Justin's scandal was just more of the same for a family that can't stay out of trouble. The legal and PR fallout. Industry experts weighed in on the episode's implications. For WeTV, the scandal is a double-edged sword. On one hand, ratings for episode 5 saw a significant spike. The White House hook worked. On the other hand, the show is increasingly moving into territory that makes it difficult for brands to advertise. The sex secret itself remains somewhat vague due to broadcast standards, but the episode hints that there may be legal ramifications regarding how the footage was obtained and shared. Justin is seen consulting with a lawyer towards the end of the episode, suggesting that Season 8 Part B might focus on a legal battle for character defamation. Where do they go from here? As Episode 5 draws to a close, the panic in the White House has cooled into a cold war between June and Justin. The episode ends on a cliffhanger. June is seen looking at a suitcase, while Justin sits alone in the dark. I don't know if I can do this again, June tells the camera. I've fought for my life, I've fought for my kids, and now I'm fighting a ghost from Justin's past that's reached all the way to Washington. I'm tired. The reality of the situation. While the episode presents the White House angle as a major plot point, investigative journalists in the reality TV space have suggested the panic was actually a very minor inquiry from a low-level government PR firm that had previously reached out to Alana for a Get Out the Vote campaign for Gen Z. When the Justin news broke, the firm simply sent a never mind email. However, in the world of Mama June, from not to hot, a never mind email becomes a national crisis. That is the magic and the tragedy of the Shannon family. They live their lives at a volume of 10, where every mistake is a catastrophe and every secret is a leak that spreads panic in the White House. Final thoughts on Season 8, Episode 5. Episode 5 serves as a microcosm of everything the Shannon family represents. The struggle for redemption, the weight of the past, and the surreal nature of modern fame. Whether or not Justin's sex secret actually reached the Oval Office is almost irrelevant. What matters to the viewers and to the family is that the walls are once again closing in. As we look toward Episode 6, the questions remain. Will Justin and June's marriage survive the public scrutiny? Will Alana finally distance herself from the family drama to focus on her education? How will the family address the White House fallout in the long term? One thing is certain, Mama June and her family aren't going anywhere. For better or worse, they are a permanent fixture of American pop culture, proving that in the age of reality TV, a secret from the past can truly reach the highest heights of power. Extended analysis, the celebrity versus politics phenomenon. The Justin Strad White House panic highlights a growing trend in reality television. the political pivot. In recent years, stars like Kim Kardashian have successfully navigated the halls of DC for prison reform. The Shannon family's attempt to enter this space and the subsequent panic caused by Justin's leak shows the high barrier to entry for unpolished reality stars. For the Shannons, the White House wasn't just a building, it was a symbol of making it. To have that snatched away by a sex secret is the ultimate narrative gut punch. It reinforces the theme of the From Not to Hot franchise. No matter how much you change your appearance or your lifestyle, your past is always just one leak away. A season like no other. Season 8 of the WeTV hit, now titled Mama June. Family crisis shifted away from the makeover tropes of earlier seasons and dove into the raw, often devastating reality of a family facing mortality and long-standing resentment. While previous years focused on June's weight loss or her struggles with addiction, Season 8 was defined by two major pillars: the terminal illness of June's eldest daughter, Anna Chickadee Cardwell, and the legal/financial fallout between June and her youngest, Alana Honey Boo Boo Thompson. The heartbreak of Anna Chickadee Cardwell. The central, most somber arc of Season 8 is the battle with stage for adrenal carcinoma faced by Anna Cardwell. 1. The diagnosis. The season begins with the shocking news of Anna's diagnosis. Unlike many reality TV storylines that feel manufactured, the grief displayed by sisters Pumpkin Lauren, Jessica, and Alana was palpable. Viewers watched as the family tried to navigate the medical jargon and the grim reality that the cancer was aggressive and rare. 2. The wedding to Eldridge Toney. Knowing her time was limited, Anna expressed a final wish to marry her long-term boyfriend, Eldridge Toney. Season 8 documented the bittersweet preparations. While the wedding was a celebration of love, it was shrouded in the knowledge that it was a last memory for her daughters, Caitlin and Kylie. 3. The final days. The season finale, titled Final Goodbye, is considered one of the most emotional episodes in reality television history. The production crew took a step back, allowing the family to film their final moments with Anna at home. The episode detailed her passing in December 2023 and the immediate aftermath, showing a family fractured by grief. The financial betrayal, the Coogan account scandal. While Anna's health was the emotional core, the villain arc of Season 8 belonged to Mama June's handling of Alana's earnings. 1. Where is the money? As Alana Honey Boo Boo Thompson prepared to leave for college at Regis University in Colorado, she discovered that the money she had earned over a decade of filming was largely gone. Alana believed she had a Coogan account, a block trust for child actors, filled with hundreds of thousands of dollars. 2. The confrontation. The season featured a high-stakes confrontation in a lawyer's office where it was revealed that June had only set aside a small fraction of Alana's earnings. June's defense that the money went toward living expenses, taxes, and keeping the family afloat during their lean years did not sit well with fans or her children. 3. The $30,000 discrepancy. A major plot point involved a specific $30,000 that June claimed was used for Alana's benefit, but which Pumpkin and Alana argued was spent on June's personal whims and her husband, Justin Strad. This led to a complete breakdown in trust, with Alana threatening to cut June out of her life permanently. The custody war for Caitlin. Following Anna's death, a new legal battle emerged that dominated the latter half of the season and the tabloid headlines. 1. June versus Michael Cardwell. Anna's eldest daughter, Caitlin, lived with June following Anna's passing. However, Michael Cardwell, Anna's ex-husband and the father of her second daughter, Kylie, filed for custody of Caitlin, arguing that he had been a father figure to her for years. 2. June's motivation. In Season 8, June is seen fighting tooth and nail to keep Caitlin. While June framed this as honoring Anna's wishes, the rest of the family, specifically Pumpkin, expressed skepticism. They questioned whether June was fit to raise a grieving child, given her history of drug abuse and her current strained relationship with her own daughters. Cast transformations and updates. Mama June Shannon. June spent much of the season trying to buy back the love of her children while simultaneously defending her financial choices. Her marriage to Justin Strad remained a point of contention, as the girls often felt Justin was an enabler or a distraction from June's parental duties. Lauren Pumpkin Efird. Pumpkin continued her role as the matriarch of the family. Season 8 showed the toll this took on her. Managing her own 4 children, caring for Alana, and dealing with Anna's illness pushed Pumpkin to her breaking point. We also saw cracks in her marriage to Josh Efird as the stress of the family crisis mounted. Alana, Honey Boo Boo Thompson. This season marked Alana's transition into adulthood. Moving to Colorado was a symbolic escape from the drama in Georgia. However, the financial betrayal by her mother cast a shadow over her freshman year of college. Alana's relationship with Dralin Carswell also faced scrutiny, particularly following his legal troubles seen in previous episodes. Episode by episode thematic breakdown. The early episodes, the calm before the storm. The season opened with the family trying to move past June's disappearance and addiction issues. There was a tentative attempt at a family retreat, but the news of Anna's cancer immediately shifted the focus. The mid-season, medical realities. These episodes focused on the grueling nature of chemotherapy. Fans praised the show for its transparency regarding the physical toll cancer takes on a patient. It also highlighted the sisterhood as Pumpkin, Jessica, and Alana stepped up to help Anna. The peak, Money Matters. The episodes surrounding Alana's graduation were some of the highest rated. The joy of the milestone was juxtaposed with the discovery of the empty bank accounts. This is where the family crisis subtitle felt most accurate. The finale, A Legacy of Loss. The season ended not with a resolution, but with the beginning of a long mourning process. The funeral scenes were handled with surprising dignity for a reality show, focusing on the girls' bond rather than June's drama, behind the scenes and production controversies. Filming through grief. There was significant debate online about whether the cameras should have been rolling during Anna's final moments. Producers argued that Anna wanted her story told to raise awareness for adrenal cancer. The scripted allegations. As with all reality TV, fans questioned how much of the missing money drama was heightened for the cameras. However, legal filings outside the show confirmed that the financial disputes were very real. The pageant that changed everything. The story of the Shannon Thompson family begins not in a Hollywood studio, but in the humid, rural town of McIntyre, Georgia. In 2012, the reality television landscape was dominated by the polished glamour of the Real Housewives and the curated drama of the Kardashians. Then came Alana Thompson, a 7-year-old pageant contestant known as Honey Boo Boo, and her mother, June Shannon. When they first appeared on TLC's Toddlers and Tiaras, the world didn't know what to make of them. Alana was a whirlwind of charisma, sass, and go-go juice, a controversial mixture of Mountain Dew and Red Bull. While other mothers were obsessed with perfection, June, affectionately known as Mama June, was unapologetically herself. She was the coupon queen, a mother of 4 who embraced her redneck roots and preferred cheese balls to caviar. The episode was a viral sensation. Viewers were captivated by Alana's catchphrases, "Adala makes me holla," and "Honey Boo Boo Child." Sensing a goldmine, TLC quickly greenlit a spin-off, Here Comes Honey Boo Boo and Cultural Phenomenon. In August 2012, Here Comes Honey Boo Boo premiered. It wasn't just a hit, it was a cultural earthquake. At its peak, the show pulled in nearly 3 million viewers per episode, occasionally outperforming the Republican National Convention in the ratings. The show focused on the family's daily life. June, Alana, Mike Sugar Bear Thompson, Alana's father, and Alana's 3 older sisters, Lauren Pumpkin Clark, Jessica Chubbs Shannon, and Anna Chickadee Cardwell. The appeal was rooted in their relatability, albeit an exaggerated, televised version of it. They went mud-din. They celebrated Christmas in July to save money, and they had sketty, spaghetti with a sauce made of melted butter and ketchup, for dinner. While critics accused the show of poverty porn, the family maintained that they were simply living their truth. They were a tight-knit unit, and for a few years, they were the most famous family in America, the first Great Fall. The honeymoon period ended abruptly in 2014. The world of reality TV is fragile, and for the Shannon family, it shattered when reports surfaced that June was romantically involved with Mark McDaniel, a man who had previously been convicted of aggravated child molestation against June's own eldest daughter, Anna. TLC acted swiftly. Despite having an entire new season filmed, the network canceled Here Comes Honey Boo Boo immediately. The family was scrubbed from the network, and for a time, it seemed the era of Honey Boo Boo was over. The family retreated to Georgia, the cameras stopped rolling, and the money began to dry up. The Phoenix and the Plastic, from Not to Hot. In 2017, Shannon staged one of the most dramatic comebacks in television history. Transitioning from TLC to WeTV, she starred in Mama June, from Not to Hot. The show documented June's journey of losing over 300 pounds through a combination of gastric sleeve surgery, diet, and exercise. This era marked a shift in the family brand. It was no longer about the redneck lifestyle. It was about revenge bodies and Hollywood transformations. June became a fixture on red carpets, showing off her size 4 figure. Alana, now a teenager, struggled to find her place in this new world. She was no longer the little girl in the tutu. She was a girl growing up under the harsh glare of the spotlight, dealing with her mother's obsession with fame and image, the spiral into darkness. The hot era was short-lived. In 2019, the narrative shifted from a success story to a tragedy. June began dating Gino Doak, a man with a criminal history. Together, they descended into a severe crack cocaine addiction. The transformation was harrowing. On camera, June's appearance deteriorated. She lost teeth,